This week's constellations are Cepheus and Cassiopeia. These are circumpolar constellations very near the North Celestial Pole, so they're up all year. They take a lot of different orientations during the course of a night and during the course of a year. And so I'll try to show them in several different orientations here. This is the part of the sky they're in, and they're here, although you may not recognize them yet. Down here is Cassiopeia, the queen. Up here is Cepheus, the king. Looks like a kindergartner's drawing of a house. Cassiopeia will look like a W sometimes of the year, and sometimes an M, depending on where it is. There's Cassiopeia again. A nearby constellation is that of Andromeda. And if you can find Andromeda, the Andromeda galaxy is right there. That's a naked eye object if you're under dark enough skies. Cassiopeia again. Above Cassiopeia is Cepheus here. So if you find the W shape, above the W is where Cepheus is. And then to the left of Cassiopeia is Perseus. Below Cassiopeia, Andromeda again. And just another little view of where the Andromeda galaxy happens to be. Okay, Cassiopeia over there. A different time of the night, it could have a different orientation. Cepheus there. This time the kindergartner's drawing of the house is right side up. And then beyond Cepheus, going from Cassiopeia to Cepheus to Ursa Minor, the Little Dipper asterism there. And the end of that handle is Polaris, which is very near the North Celestial Pole. And stars in this part of the sky travel in counterclockwise circles around that North Celestial Pole. So if you can imagine everything in the field of view here wheeling in a big counterclockwise circles. Well, not so big in some cases. Polaris travels a very tiny circle around the North Celestial Pole. Cassiopeia, Cepheus, and Ursa Minor again. A different time of the year or a different time of the night, and they'll have a different orientation. And then right here, an easy to spot binocular object, and pretty easy to find when you've got it right in the midst of a constellation like Cassiopeia, is Messier object 103, which is an open cluster. We often look at pictures of globular clusters, but this is an open cluster. It has not nearly as many stars as a globular cluster. I seem to recall that this open cluster has 40-some stars in it, but it's a nice little compact grouping to look at through a pair of binoculars. So that's it for this week's show.